In this lesson, we will comprehensively review the methods learned so far. Students will master 3 main steps as a single workflow, organizing observations by place along with their rationales, examining how conditions interlink to narrow down possible cases, and establishing a problem-solving sequence by identifying the most certain letter as a baseline. This problem involves 6 different letters, making it quite challenging. Students might initially feel that there is no information available. Please guide them to realize that repeated observation and interpretation will gradually reveal the underlying conditions. The core strategy of this lesson is to approach the letter with the fewest possible cases first. Encourage students to compare their chosen baseline letter with others to verify if it truly has the fewest cases. Visually demonstrating the process of eliminating overlapping values one by one using a table will significantly enhance their understanding. The final progression of observation, interpretation, reasoning, conclusion encapsulates not only this specific problem, but all the methodologies learned thus far. Help students articulate this flow naturally. Please share your answer when you are done.
I'm done.
You finished faster than I thought. I gave this problem to AI and it got completely lost. Today, let's check how well you used what we learned and go over your thinking steps. What was the very first thing you did to solve this?
I looked at each place, starting from the highest to the lowest.
What was the first thing you found out by looking closely?
That is 1.
I see. Since S is the only letter in the hundred thousands place, you figured out it has to be 1.
I found that P is 5 or more. P plus P in the 10,000s place must be 10 or bigger to make a carryover. And L is 0.
Tell me what else you found.
I found that P minus I equals 5. The different letters P and I were both added twice, but the result was O for both. This means P minus I is 5. Also, O is an even number. Since P is 5 or more, H is an odd number. C is an odd number, too.
Can you explain why C is an odd number?
P plus P is used in both the 10,000s place and the hundreds place, but the results are C and O, which are different. This means there is a carryover from the thousands place. So, C becomes an odd number, and U is 5 or more. And C minus O equals 1.
You observed so many things. Let's put together what we have so far. S is 1. P is 5 or more. L is 0. P minus I equals 5. H is an odd number. O is an even number. C is an odd number. C minus O equals 1. At first, it looked like we had no clues, but by thinking carefully, you found 8 true facts. We already know for sure that S is 1 and L is 0. P and I, as well as C and O, always have the same difference. So if we find just one of P or I and one of C or O, we will know the rest right away. We have 4 letters, but finding just 2 of them solves everything. Can you share how you found the values of the letters using these 8 clues?
I thought I could solve it if I started with the letter that has the fewest cases. Since the letters are all connected, I figured it wouldn't be too hard to find them.
Can you tell me more about how they are connected?
If we find P, we can find I, C, and O. The only ones left are U and H. U is 5 or more, and H is an odd number. If we calculate U plus U, the value of H is also found, so it all gets solved in the end.
It's rare to hear someone explain their thoughts so clearly and simply. Perfect. But which letter did you start with?
I started with P. P is 5 or more, but we have to drop 5 and 6. If P is 5, I becomes 0, which is the same as L. If P is 6, I becomes 1, which is the same as. So, I only checked the 3 cases where P is 7, 8, or 9.
I made a table to show the connections you mentioned. Can you explain looking at this table?
If P is 7, I is 2, O is 4, C is 5, U is 6, and H is 3. If U is 8, H becomes 7, which is the same as P. If U is 9, H also becomes 9, so they are the same. If P is 8, I is 3, O is 6, C is 7, and U is 9, but H also becomes 9, so they are the same. If P is 9, I is 4, O is 8, and C is 9. C and P are the same, so we drop it right away. So, P is 7, I is 2, O is 4, C is 5, U is 6, and H is 3.
Great job! But you said there are 3 cases for P, 7, 8, and 9. Couldn't we narrow it down even more?
Oh, you are right. We can drop the case where P is 9. If P is 9, C also becomes 9, so they are the same. Then, the cases for P go down to just 2, 7, and 8.
Can we use this idea for U as well?
Yes. U cannot be 9 either. U is 5 or more, but since 5 and 9 are dropped, there are only 3 cases 6, 7, and 8.
Then let's update the table with what we just figured out. Since the cases for P went down from 3 to 2, we have less to check, and the explanation got shorter. You said you started with P because it had the fewest cases, but did you check the cases for the other letters?
P and I have the same number of cases. I haven't checked the other letters yet.
It won't take long, so shall we check them together? The number of cases for C and O will be the same, since C minus O equals 1. How many cases do C or O have?
A has 2 cases 4 and 6. A is an even number, but 0 and 2 are dropped. And if O is 8, C becomes 9, which is the same as P, so we drop that too.
What a coincidence! P, I, C, and O all have the exact same number of cases. How about U and H?
U has 3 cases 6, 7, and 8. So H also has 3 cases.
Does it take a long time to check the cases for each letter?
No, I can figure it out right away.
This is all about making it a habit. It might not be easy at first because it's new, but once it becomes a habit, you'll be able to figure things out in no time. Let's wrap up today's lesson. What was the very first thing we did?
We observed place by place, and only shared the reasons when needed.
That's right. What was next?
We found how the clues were connected to narrow down the cases.
And the last step?
We started with a letter that had the fewest cases and set up an order to solve the problem.
Exactly. If we draw it out, it goes observation, interpretation, finding clues, and problem solving. If you get stuck, you just go back to observing. Please remember this flow. Which letter should we start with? This question helps students see that starting with the letter that has the fewest cases makes the solving process shorter and clearer. Just picking a good starting point can change how fast they solve the problem. Can we narrow down the cases for P even more? This question checks if students can narrow down the candidates even further by connecting another clue. We have 4 letters, so why do we only need to find 2 to solve it all? This question helps students realize that for letters with a fixed difference, finding just one lets you know the rest right away. Finding the connections between clues greatly reduces the number of values they actually need to find.